Hey, fellow barbecuers, just a quick video. I've gotten more than one question in my private message about what I'm doing for hot water when I'm out on location. So I figure instead of just keep telling people, I would just kind of make a video to show you my setup, what I'm doing, and how I got mine compliant so that the health department doesn't give me any problems. So what I do is first I got this table, which is I got it from a Bass Pro Shop, which the whole thing folds down, and it has a little carrying case. And the whole thing folds down, and I take it inside this carrying case. Now, a company called Concession Sinks makes these, and these actually pass the health department's 3-compartment sink requirements, because it doesn't say how big these sinks have to be, only that the hand washing thing is separated from the sanitizing thing. So what you could do is it comes with a little plastic glass set divider. Just put it in there and bam, you're compliant. I just happen to put a basing inside the hole of this Bass Pro Shop table because it actually fits. So when I got something a little bit heavier, a little bit bigger than this, I actually hardly even use this. I use it to satisfy the health department as far as having something to feel, but I mainly do my hand washing, and sometimes, if I gotta wash off a knife or something, I'll just do it right in here, and then just pour it into the. And the good thing about this is these are all individually P-trapped, and they run down and come out the hose into your waste container. So again, and that's all the health department requires, is that there's no backflow. So these are all individually P-trapped. And I forgot how much I paid for this thing. I want to say a couple $100. But you can go online. I got different variations at concessionsinks.com. Now for my hot water, I have the Boss battery operated shower system, and it's called the Base Camp, and I want to say this is the XB13 model. They have two. I got the smallest one, the XB13, the Boss shower system. And basically how this works is I have my fresh water container down here. I fill that up. I hit the pump, turn the pump on, this is operated by like 4 D-size batteries. Then I just turn the power on, and there's 2 more batteries down here that operate the heater, and bam, just that quickly, I have hot water, and it gets up the temperature like literally within like 15 seconds. It gets hot already. So, and again, so you just need to get to, the temperature required by the health department, when they come out and test it, and you're good. And just turn the pump off, turn the power off. It's literally just that quick. This is the heater. They turn just the temperature. Some things to make sure you have on site for the health department is always have some paper towels. I got more. This little carrying case also came with this Bass Pro Shop thing. So I throw in my extra towels, extra soap, my caps to my buckets, all this extra stuff I just throw in there when I'm traveling, and I pack the whole thing up in there. Make sure if you go in there, make sure you got some bleach. And I don't have it on the table, but you need to make sure you got some test strips out there in the field with you. You get them from I ordered mine from Sam's. I ordered the one that has food service actually on the label. They're like $5, so I normally order them or go to Sam's and pick them up. Make sure you got some hand washing soap. These are Pro wipes for your thermometers. It's always good to see those. I keep mine on this table so that when I'm doing something, I have to walk back over to the table, especially if the health department's on site. I'll rinse it off first, and then I'll hit it with a probe. And health department, they love stuff like that. But that's it. This is again, this is the Boss Base Camp XB13. You can find it at Amazon. I think it was $160. The table was like real cheap, and concession sinks, and I'm compliant. I'm telling people this because I made some mistakes in the past. Like before I got all this, I spent extra money that I didn't really need to spend, and I end up buying this thing, which is, as you can see, it looks great. It's a 3-compartment sink, separated hand washing. It has a foot pedal, so if my hands are dirty, I can just step on it and the water will flow. Down below it has a heater, and then those 2 jugs that's outside are the ones that came with this particular unit. But this looks good in theory, but it's just not practical. I need to find an extra body to get it on the truck. It's hard to get off the truck. It's just something that I spent a lot of money on that I didn't really need to do. As a matter of fact, this is, I think, except for testing it, I really haven't used this thing at all. So don't go that route. Now, another thing is, before I got the Boss Base Camp, I was using the Coleman Hot Water On Demand H2 Oasis. Now, this I loved. This gets your water scorching hot, and it does it really, really fast. If I had to say anything bad about this is only maybe a couple years old, is that the replacement battery that heats up the burner is a lithium ion battery, and that battery is hard to find now. Before you could go to Batteries Plus and have them make a replacement, but they don't even do that anymore because they say it's too dangerous. So finding a replacement battery for that is just a pain in the ass. And if you do find them to make it, they're gonna charge like $50 just for the battery to make it. Another thing I didn't like about this is, for these particular jugs, if you look at the pump on this one, it's narrow enough to fit into the jug. So this fits right down in there, pretty easily. This one on the H2 Hot Water Demand is bigger, it's thicker, so it won't fit into those size containers. I actually had a separate container that I had to lug around with me just for that, which was this container here. But I like these better because, one, that they're marked, they're different colors, and health department likes stuff like that. So just be cautious, be warned. If you have this or going to get this, you're gonna need a jug with a bigger mouth to use this hose. But other than that, under those 2 things, I actually love this unit, and I keep it as a backup. The only thing is, and this gives good pressure, good water pressure. The battery, the pump works fine, so the water will flow. It's just hard keeping the hot water on for a period of time when the battery gets low. So if I just turn it on real quick and turn it off to wash my hands, it's fine. But that's why I end up getting the Boss Base Camp. So guys, I hope this helps. But this is my setup. For those that had asked me about it, any questions, any further questions, just hit me up. I'm available. Peace. Y'all have a good one.